Well, hello and welcome to GMODISM Total Nerdery channel. Today, I wanted to start building a new ACF car, and I will walk you through a little bit of the process. So it's not straightly a tutorial, it's just a walkthrough of an entire car build. However, I will pause the video and make all the steps and then unpause it and basically tell you what's happened between each the steps. What I have done so far is I have chosen a nice base plate, which will be the size of the car. It will be kind of wide and kind of fat. I wanted to look a little bit funny, and I decided to go for a big V-twin or a radial engine. We shall see. It will be a 4-speed car. It will have a little retro 70s-ish look. It will be boxy and seat 4 seats. Well, I've just spawned a lot of parts here, and I shall now try and assemble this to some kind of hull. So I'll be back with you soon. And there we have it. I now made a beautiful little body for this vehicle. I'm not completely sure if I'll make a cab version or if we will have just a regular version, but I think we'll just begin with making this cab version and see if we can put the rest of the body on it as a regular version of the car too, which was the intention. You can see it's a little bit American style of the car in the back here and a little bit more regular on the front. It's kind of fat and funny, but I'm pretty happy with the design so far. Anyways, that took a couple of hours, or like 1 hour or 2, I don't remember. And when you're putting together your thing here, I just freeze things in place. But do be sure to remember and area copy and save whatever you're working on. Beautiful. Alright, I have now placed an engine in here, and I have decided to go for one gearbox in the front, so we have front wheel drive only, I think. And I've been experimenting a little bit with different materials, and when we put on a material on there, we can also see a little better blocks we might need to realign. I put a wire gate here, just on the base plate. It's just put straight there on the base, on the base plate, and I selected the largest model. This thing I will use to parent stuff to. So I will basically put a nice material on this thing, choose a color, and then we shall parent it. Well, I think that looks pretty nice indeed. And now let's go to the parenting tool. Something is weird with Garrysmod. Oh well, whatever. So we go to the multi-parent, and we have remove constraint, we want that checked. Disable collisions and also set weight. Might as well, yeah, let's have that. Set weight makes them super light, which will make the vehicle more light, and that will make it affect the engine less. But if you, for an instance, would want to have some kind of armor on your thing, you would not want to check the set weight thing. So basically what we need to do is we just need to mark everything. Just right click on that one. So that's exactly what I'm going to do for all the props that are not going to move or be welded, like the engine and such. Well then, we have parented stuff together and welded the ACF parts on. And now we're starting to experiment a little bit with suspension. We have some rope suspension like this. Fantastic. And you can see this version here. I've used a weld suspension, as I always do, since that's how I know kind of to do. And the little plate here is welded to the base plate, and then we just basically took a axis center between this prop and the wheels, so we get the kind of suspension. Now the base plate is too light, so we'll need to tweak around a lot of stuff. Alright, now we should connect up some wire things as well, because I think the suspension is kind of balanced now. So we have this setting for steering. I think we're going to throw in a nice little gear shifter here. Let's see if it works with 4 gears. Otherwise we might need to edit it. Ooh, of course, yes. We have some beautiful ABS brakes. Now I think we'll go in the front seat there and just play some ships. But steering wheel and Tacho. I think we'll use that too. We'll see if we can make it work decently at least. We need some basic wire things. Yep. And we're gonna have left wheels, left side of the vehicle is steering, of course. And ooh, then we need to put it at like 1 probably, and we have 1 there. Should probably work. Well, we're going to use a regular setting, and of course we need to slave it. So we go to the slaver. If I remember correctly, it's just like that. And we of course need some make spherical, like the wheels are now actual spheres. Which reminds me, let's see if we can remember this. Fist props, material, Jeep tire. Beautiful. Properties. We slap them down on all the wheels. Oh, I forgot gravity. Let's just make sure we actually put it down there. There we go. Bounces off. This is a better test. This is Jeep tire, this is not Jeep tire. Yes, seems much better friction. Beautiful. Alright, now I should wire up some stuff here and I will be back with you. It's like pretty straightforward. I mean, it's not a tutorial, so, but it's, yeah, you can watch one of my tutorial if you want to know how to connect up an ACF car. So see you soon. Voila, voila. We have connected up some stuff here. We made a really ugly connection for the steering wheel to work properly. It's a really homemade solution, but now it works, it's fine. We slaved up the steering wheels and I forgot to actually make it free one steering axis, so I made that. Realized that this setting steering only works if we build towards north, so we pasted the vehicle 90 degrees, so it's to the north now. Connected everything up. We have set up our fast gearing forwards and backwards system. We are yeah, we have our what is it called, gear shifter lever working up as well. And I threw on a new sound on the engine as well. So let's take it for a little test ride, shall we? Let's check the back brakes, they're really stiff. We have some front brakes, ABS ones. Alright. So you can see, we can ride pretty nicely. Steering left and right here. Our throttle is working. We can of course gear up. I set it to 6 gearbox. Now this is pretty interesting engine too. You don't need to gear up and down very much with this one. Probably not the best engine, but you know, changing the engine is probably one of the easier things to change on a vehicle like this. It's decently fast, however, and you can see our suspension seems to be working pretty well. Oops. Oh, that's the map ending. We have, of course, our backwards automatic, so when we click S, we automatically go backwards. It's not a speed testing map, of course, but like realistically, I will be using this thing in rallies in the future. What I really like about the weld suspension, I mean, the weld suspension isn't in any way like the best suspension or anything like that. It has some disadvantages, definitely, but you don't need precision alignment to set it up, and you can easily change the softness of the steering. Let's see if I can. Come on. Set it to 22, maybe. Now we should have much softer steering. No, not much softer suspension. Did I say steering? That's wrong. So you can, if you have adjustable suspension, you can also adjust it to the engine, because you need to change the suspension when you change the engine, as the engine has different weights, which makes a lot of sense. This feels like a better, like personal car suspension, a little bit softer, nicer ride like that. And of course you don't want like more weight than necessary, but I want to try a little bit of a, what should we say, racing suspension, a little bit harder suspension. And of course this is like one of the major disadvantages, oh no, wrong seat, with this type of suspension. I wouldn't say it's the best. If I'm going to be completely honest, it's probably because I don't care to use precision alignment. I do the weld suspension type. We're a lot stiffer suspension, but I don't know. They use stiffer suspensions for racing IRL. I don't know if it actually has any kind of benefit in in Garrysmod, but I think it might even have disadvantages, not sure. Yeah, let me do some fixes. Aye, GMODISM here. Okay, so I upgraded the car a little bit, set this to a kind of middle between the previous and more soft suspension, fix the gearbox, fix the brakes, and I guess my final verdict to this vehicle is that it's pretty cool, but it could probably do to be a lot lighter. It's like 1.1 tons now, and we have a really big engine. There is no reason why we have an engine like 400 kilo engine on there. I think it was 400 kilo. It's, yeah, it's a heavy ass engine, and it's a pretty small car, so we could probably lighten this up a little bit. But that will be for like a Mark II version or something like that. Now we have the beautiful time where we're going to save the vehicle. And you know what? I have the fantastic name of the vehicle written down here. This is of course the Gmodism Industries GAMANC. And if you wonder what the name is, it's Gmodism actually made a new car, Mark 1 or Model 1 cab. Beautiful. So now you know why this beautiful thing is called the GAMANC. Oh, and if you want to make some nice pictures, what you do is you go away and you right click and you take the camera tool and you kind of zoom in, so you get kind of a better little, I don't know, perspective or something, some bullshit like that, and you just take a beautiful picture. You see? Because if you go close like this, you get a weird angle and everything. If you go a little bit away, you can make a really nice perspective shot thing like this. Of course, you can overdo it. So, oh god, I'm lost. So yeah, the problem with this engine is you can't really hear how much it's pushing itself. Well, you can see it's, it's pretty decent. Like, if we would, like, if I'd use this on a, like, racing event or something, I think I would get maybe a decent result, I don't know. Kind of 70. It feels a little bit like an older car, so I guess it's completely okay that it's not uber fast, perhaps. But I put in a clutch here too. Oh, and of course, now I forgot to use this, but we have our brakes in space, and we only have the wire, like weld clutch brakes, because you can make this kind of very nice drifts. You go up like there, just hit the brake a little bit fast, and you get that kind of nice turn. Wasn't able to show it there properly, but there we go. Here again. So you can get a little bit more control. Of course, we're only driving like 50 kilometers per hour, but if I am able to drive like 50 kilometers per hour in the like next... Oh god, our suspension killed us. There are disadvantages with the weld suspension, don't get me wrong. I'm just lazy. If you want to get into precision alignment and make some proper elastic suspension, that's better. I'm not pretending otherwise, I'm just lazy, just so you know. But yeah, I just think it's a little bit fun to build time to time. It's fun to participate in the races and stuff like that, so I'm not... It doesn't matter too much. And I really like the body. Of course you can make... Oh god, I forgot that thing. I just need to ask someone about... I don't remember. Anyways. Maybe some of you can answer me that in the comments. That would be great. Yeah, but I think the model is really cool. It looks really nice. And I kind of... Let us just go here. And go to... Where is it? Utilities. Clean up everything. Beautiful. I just want to spawn a car S and see kind of what kind of averaging speeds we get there. Excelente Rally Special. I don't remember which one of these is actually the one I should use, but... 70 kilometers per hour. Oh lords. This has a lot more power to it, of course it does. But strangely enough, like, it has backward steering as well. But like, I feel we have better grip with a newer car. But of course we have also... we're not near these speeds. It's just a little bit funny with car S, you know. When I'm driving in single player and all, I'm having pretty nice results. I can kind of control the vehicle pretty decently. Could get a nice score. But when I'm on multiplayer, it behaves completely differently. It's not close to performance I get, and I just spin out. So last race I actually decided to use the an overhauled version of my Volvo 940, like an ancient car, instead of this one. Still didn't get very nice results, but you know what? I think maybe my car S is pretty okay, and of course my Volvo is maybe not very okay, but it's kind of decent anyways, and you know, I think it's more about the driver. I'm not very good at racing, you know. It's a funny thing. when there is like pressure of expectation like that in a rally, it seems I'm not the best at performing anymore. So, that's that. Now we're like 70 kilometers per hour, 60. We're not having that much Ds. Yeah, it's strange. I think we have better road control with this. Oh, now we're super slow. We lose speed a lot faster in this one. 70. Couldn't really make. Okay. Well. Yeah, you know what? Let's try this on a map we know better, like VS Car Construct. Here we are, VS Carcon. Yeah, here we can definitely reach some higher speeds easily. Oh, we just dropped the speed there. Oh lord, I don't even have gear in there. 3. We're a little bit unsteady in like higher speeds here. Oh wow, we're reaching 120? Really? Oh god, I guess I've been better at making cars then. Because I didn't spend in any way as near as much time on this one as I did on the car S, but... Well, I suppose that, to be quite honest, the car S was probably my first kind of serious try on a car. So, well, that's that. Shouldn't expect too much. You know, you all watching me, you sometimes think I make the best cars and think like that. It's not the truth. I teach people how to make better cars than I. That's my perk. Anyways, let's find a speed testing area. Like, it's pretty nice to control here. I didn't use the ease car steering now. I just use set and steering. So it's a little bit sharper, a little bit more harsh, but I feel that's maybe that's what we need. I think that's what was it. Did we break something? We didn't break anything. Beautiful. There we go. One thing I really love about this car is that I actually made the base plate be stuck as it is. You know, like the entire... Ooh, lords. I need to fix that shit. Well, so please tell me in the comments what to do with the ball socket shit if you remember. Otherwise I'll ask someone in the automat or something. Anyways, speed test of this thing. Can reach 80 pretty fast. Kind of drags sometimes to the right there. It hinders my speed a little bit there. We'll see if we can repeat this. 70, 80. We have some kind of imbalance. Oh lords. I don't know. I don't think this is the top speed car anyways. It's more made to be a rally car. Just, you know. Realistically, we don't need to reach much more above 80. We just need to have decent control and make the vehicle be like controllable, so it can like perform on like at least I don't know, 50 kilometers per hour. Like if we can get through an entire rally about 50 kilometers per hour, we're probably going to have a pretty decent result. My god, I need to update my ACF. Like, shit looks weird. Just an comparison, this is better for higher speeds, I believe. We're up at 100 and... Oh lords, now we're losing control here. Like, funny enough, it's not actually much better. Oh well, whatever. Okay, I want to do one lap of this little beautiful area of the map. We have so fun bumps here. Oh lords. Will we even be able to control this thing? That's the question. Like these beautiful bumps. Feels like we're driving pretty slow here. Well, we're kind of keeping 50 at least. Ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. Here we have it. My beautiful car. We made it. One episode. GAMANC. Model 1 cab. So I hope you enjoyed this, and do stay tuned for future content. Hope to try this vehicle out in a rally soon, and it's very likely a such event would be broadcasted or uploaded to this channel. So there we have it, a reason to stay tuned. In any case, if anyone remembers in their head what was the ball socket setting to connect up to the thing, set ang plate to the wheels, you know, the slaver setting to make it not flip out sometimes, you could tell me. Maybe I even said it in an old tutorial, I don't remember. It was a little while I built the car from scratch, to be quite honest. Anyways, hope you liked it. I will stop rambling, and do please subscribe. See you next time. GMODISM signing out. Fromage.